Hello everybody and welcome. Well, it's a beautiful, beautiful place here, let me tell you. And this is my neighbour over the road here. My neighbour Gary. He's got a beautiful stone house and 8 acres of land, and we are opposite him. Just swing the camera around here. I see the road going down here, and then here we are. Yeah. Just take the camera there off the tripod. You might wonder, well, why are you showing us all this, Simon? Oh yeah, by the way, my neighbour Gary's house is for sale, so anybody interested, please get in touch. Beautiful, 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 huge weeping willow. And as you can probably hear, the sound of water flowing in the brook. We do have the occasional car that comes by. But why am I showing you all this? Well, the reason I'm showing you this is because I'm setting up some signposts. And you know, as potters, it's very important, I believe, that we can sell our work directly from our studio. For a couple of reasons. Number one is you get the feedback from the buyer, the person who's going to purchase. You can meet that person, and that's a very important meeting, a very important transaction for you as the maker to see, to look into the eyes of the buyer, to hold his hand, you know. And there's something very special about that. So I've always, wherever I've gone, I've always tried to open up some kind of retail outlet where I can sell directly to the public. Now, where we are here, I'm going to also try and do the same. I'm going to try and open up a small gallery, you know, a small gallery shop, so I can sell direct to the public. Now this road goes on down here past our house, so I'm trying to think about some signs, and I just wanted to bring you in on that because maybe you're in a similar situation. Maybe you're not selling from home and you ought to be. Maybe you ought to be putting up some sort of sign on the highway to get people to come to you. So that's what I'm doing here by sharing this all with you. And as you can see here, you see I'm a car now coming down the road, okay? Oh, what's this? A little pottery? A little pottery, no doubt. Well, let us go in and investigate. So you see, they're not going to know that this is a pottery here if I don't put up a sign. So, you know, I'm trying to do it. I don't want to spend big bucks on a sign, but I'm trying to do it economically. And this is what I eventually came up with. Well, as you can see, it's not properly mounted yet, but it will be. But I took some natural wood, which had some nice knotty bits on it, and I got some stencils, and I'm going to mount it there on these pieces of wood here, those posts at each end, and we're going to have that sign here on this side. Now that sign is going to be for the people that are coming down the road, but let's just go down a bit and we'll I've got to think about also the people that are coming from the other direction, that they're going to have something that they can see. And when you think about these things, you need to think about, okay, so they're coming along, so then where are they going to stop? Do they have parking? Okay, so let's swing the camera back round again. Beautiful evening here, by the way. So now cars that are coming up this way will be coming up from the river, where there's a rails to trails cycling, you know, one of these rail tracks that they've turned down and turned back to like a trail, so that people can walk or people can ride their bicycles. And a lot of people go down there at the weekend. So now over there, kind of where I'm pointing, is where I'm going to have the other sign. So I'm going to have two signs here to catch the attention of people going in both directions. So yeah, we're going to probably put another sign here to sort of mirror the one that's just over there on the other side. Okay? Now, putting the camera just back here on the tripod a moment. Now then, we've got this little small gazebo here, and you know what I thought I was going to do with that? In that gazebo, that's where I'm going to be. It's where I'm going to be on my wheel. Because it's also another thing to bear in mind, but the general public love to see pots being made. And if you want to sell your pots, of course you want to sell them, but if you want to sell them better, then get them making the pots so they can actually see you at work, because they love watching a potter at work, especially if they've got children. A lot of grown-ups want their children to see a real potter at work lifting the clay. So it's really important, I think. So as we're coming now to sort of warmer time of the year, I thought what I'm going to do is I'm going to be in that gazebo there, and I'm having a kick wheel made locally by an Amish carpenter. Very good quality, I hope. So I'm going to be in that gazebo making pots on my kick wheel like this, kicking the wheel around, you see, just in sight of the road. And what I'm hoping is going to be a really good combination of this beautiful setting, a small little pottery, and lo and behold, a potter at work. So they'll be able to see me working. And then, let's just swing the camera a bit further, but right at the very end there, the building, that last door there where my finger is there now, in the whole of that room there, which is about 3 windows, I'm going to open up a small little craft gallery, not only selling pots but a few other local crafts as well. So a little bit of wood turning, and some local honey, and anything else that I see along the way that I feel will complement the pots. And then in the pottery, in the gallery there, I want to have everyday pots that people can buy, not too expensive, and also some higher priced pots as well. So you want to display a scale of work, not only a scale in price, because not everybody's going to want to spend $50 or $100, but they may part with $15 or $20. So make sure you've got a range of work that covers, you know, from the smaller items to also some higher priced items, and also to have some work that's small in size, and then medium in size, and then bigger in size. So you've got this scale, and that helps the display. It helps the display look good if you can do that. and hopefully doesn't hurt their pockets too much when it comes to hand over their money. Well, depending on how much money they've got, how much they've got and how much they want to spend, of course. So anyway, those are just a few random thoughts. I thought they might be helpful to somebody out there. Yeah, and apart from these signs that I'm putting up here, I'm going to put up a sign right at the top of the road, up on the main road, and another one down at the bottom of the road, down by the river, where the Rails to Trails is. So I'm going to get people coming, converging from both ends. And hopefully they'll stop and have a look at what we're doing here. Okay, well, please visit my website, simonleachpottery.com, and check out what's going on there. We try to keep it alive and fresh. It's not always easy all the time to keep a website changing, but we try to keep it changing and try to keep a few new things there for you to see. Well, from this beautiful sunny evening here in Pennsylvania, this is Simon Leach saying, keep practicing. Bye-bye.